folks, I'm Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Kotobukiya Zoids Aggressive Blade Liger AB. Or just a Blade Liger, guys. Alright, my zillions, hope you're staying safe in this crazy world of ours. Crazy times, but hope I could provide you guys with a little bit of, a little review entertainment. I've been going deep into my backlog lately. And now this one isn't too deep, honestly. It came out a while ago now, and it was one of the last releases of this line, despite it being one of the cooler and more iconic Zoids there is. I think it was one of the last ones. I think there was a white one after this. I forget what that one's called. Never got it. But this was the last one I picked up, and I've only recently opened it up. So for me, it's pretty brand new still. I think within the last couple of months I've opened this up. Definitely this year. So yeah, I'm excited to finally get to review this. I am going to review the Geno Breaker right after this, a little back-to-back Zoids for you. I've been meaning to do some of these Zoids Aggressive. I only have 3 of the line, but there wasn't too many more of those. Maybe 2 more. And I have the Murasami Liger, but I'm missing a piece, so I don't think I'm going to be doing that, at least right now. So the only accessory is this little piece here. All of these Zoids Aggressive just come with these little accessories. I think this is just, and I actually do not know what it is. I've never really looked it up, and I cannot tell from the directions, but I think it's like some sort of stand adapter. Can't even really completely figure out where it goes, even with the directions. So that's all you get. But it doesn't really matter, because what you do have here is one cool Zoids figure. Now, I didn't say it at the beginning, but if you didn't know what this line was, it was an actual action figure line that Kotobukiya did of Zoids. Now, Kotobukiya does a lot of the model kits. The property is owned by Takara Tomy, but Kotobukiya has been known to do a ton of model kits in the Zoids line. But this was their attempt at doing action figures, which I, was all about, but unfortunately, I didn't jump on them right away. I did, but I didn't. Like a Murasami Liger I got right away, but then I missed a couple, including this one. I was able to get the Geno Breaker, so I got the 2 that I really wanted with this. I got this one way after the line actually stopped, because I just couldn't find it. But I finally got it on eBay for almost retail price. I think it was only like a couple bucks over retail price, if I remember correctly. So I did well there, because it was going for a lot higher. It was going in the $100 range, more than $100 range, I should say. So yeah, anywho, a little bit of an extra aside here. But this is a really cool figure. I really love it. Again, I feel like the Blade Liger and the Geno Breaker, for me personally, are iconic, and they're the 2 that I wanted. This is very, very cool. As you can see, the head sculpt is phenomenal. I do love the coloring. I love the white and the blue, just like plastic colors, but it works. Then you got this really cool orange plastic here, which does open. Nobody's in the cockpit there, but that is very cool that you can do that. The mouth here looks awesome. I love the gold teeth, looking really sharp and nice. Very, very well done. I dig it. The whole sculpt is cool. I love that they did all these little things here, the classic Zoids, little screws or toppers, whatever you call them, to cover the joints. I love that they made those. They had to. It's iconic. But overall, this sculpt is tremendous. If you look at it, nice and robotic, looking really good all over. Really like the gold feet as well, the toes, looking really cool. The white over them, and then the black looks great. Again, really nice sculpt throughout. Love this tubing here. That looks really cool. Then you got these like thruster things back here, looking fantastic, very Zoidsy. He's got blades, which is awesome. Again, you got the gold for the blades, looking great. So those move around, and you could do so many different things with them. I mean, we're just gonna show it around, show it off, and all around here. You know, oh, that came off. It just frictions back on. So very, very nice. These things are looking all cool. These are like grates. The tail looks pretty cool. It is a bendy wire. And I like the back of the tail here, looking pretty cool, like a little jet on there. I think that's awesome. Do be careful. These things actually, you know, come out pretty easy. And you can just see the wiring in there, which is a bit of a bummer. With my Murakami Liger, it's a little bit messed up right now. It doesn't want to stay. But overall, the look of this guy is phenomenal. You can even see some thrusters back there looking good. All of this looks pretty phenomenal. Here's the bottom. I really like it a lot. I think it just looks very, very awesome, and the proportions are just kind of perfect. See, this came off here. This is friction as well. So do be careful. It doesn't come out like super easy. I'm like messing around with it a little bit, but yeah, do be careful. So articulation and kind of the features all at once. Again, this tail is bendy, so you could pose it around a bit. Also, there's some like cool little guns here on the back of the tail. And then this is on a hinge as well for the tail, so that's pretty cool. Now, the body here moves pretty freely in the middle, and it goes back and forth. Two separate joints. One is here, going up and down, and then one here. Does it move up and down too over here? A little bit. Not as much though. So you got some good movement in the waist section with two separate areas. Then the legs are on like kind of like ball joints. They're on hinges, but then the ball joints are in here. So they're hinged on one side, which can go up and down, give you a lot of free range of movement on all these legs. That's pretty good. And then, you know, you can, there's a ball joint, see? And then the hinges right there. Works very well. Now, you do have a joint here. And a joint right there. I believe, right? Yes. Oh, and the leg came off. You know what, this might be easier. So, at the ankle here, you have a ball joint and a hinge as well. So that's pretty good. So I guess this guy does come apart a little bit easy. But that's okay. I mean, it doesn't hinder my enjoyment. So you can rock the feet and stuff. A lot of good range of motion there. I like this like kind of gun there too. There's so much to look at, and the thing is, there's so many weird little hidden points here of articulation. Like the neck kind of moves forward. Be nice if it was on camera. Can go up and down, and then at the head, it also moves. So, I mean, when you feel these things, there is a lot of articulation going on. The jaw opens. You saw the cockpit. So all that, this thing moves here, showing off whatever this is, you know, so a lot of cool little features there. As you saw before, these open up. You're thinking, man, this thing sucks. Yeah. And you're probably right, but I still like it. It's, you know, is that wrong? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. So these things are kind of just on friction, by friction alone, and that's the problem here. But that moves, this moves outwards. So you got like kind of guns going backwards. I think I put this on wrong, I did. I guess you could put it on either way you want. Well, I'll do that after. I do it from here. So that moves, and then these Can go back and forth. And this guy is falling apart, and you're not even seeing it because I'm concentrating on not making it fall apart. Let me get them back together and continue. So a couple of other cool things here. I guess the best thing when you want to use it like guns like this, it's cool to turn it all the way around. So you could do that. And then if you turn it back here, another cool feature is this opens up. I almost forgot about this. And another little gun comes out of there, and you can do that on both sides. And that is pretty awesome. You know, despite all the falling apart, you know, this guy does have a lot of cool features and poses up really, really well. So, yeah, maybe it's a little bit of a hassle, but I think the results are definitely worth it. See, again, it fell apart. But it's definitely super cool. I mean, unless you're totally annoyed by all that, which I can't blame you, but it doesn't hurt my enjoyment of the figure. I mean, it does a little bit because it's a little bit annoying, but overall, it's totally cool. For your size comparisons, first up, I'm just going to show you Blade here with the other two Zoids Aggressive figures I do have, the Murasami Liger and the Geno Breaker. So they size pretty well. The Liger's all kind of around the same. You know, they probably have all the same base body, honestly. But I don't know that for sure. But yeah, that's how they size, pretty much the same size. And then the Geno Breaker, obviously, was going to be bigger, and I think they size well together. And here's the Blade Liger with some other figures you might have in your collection. And my final thoughts, it's a pain in the butt, I'm not gonna lie. These figures kind of are. The Geno Breaker does have parts that fall off him a lot. I already talked about the Murasami Liger, but, and they were a little pricey. So, I mean, I can't really say go after them in the aftermarket, but they do size really, really well if you wanted action figures, you know, to go against, say, like your Godzilla figures, and you know, this is, you know, a Bandai vinyl, but at the same time, it's like a 6-inch scale Godzilla. So, yeah, they do size well in those regards. So if you were looking for stuff to add to that collection, this stuff is really good. I just don't know what kind of price you're looking at this point. They are a few years old already. But I like it. I do like it, you know? So in those terms, I think they're awesome. Again, I really like having this dude and the Geno Breaker most of all. They, to me, are like iconic Zoid mechs. So there you go, guys. I do like it. It's not without its problems, but I do really like it. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe, stay healthy. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.